It is very difficult to be happy or succeed in your life if you don't have your health. I'd like to talk about it. Hello, everybody. Rodney Dean here, and today I'd like to talk about general health and how important it is to our lives. Our lives are pretty much hinging on how healthy we are, what we can do to be at our top level, and to work hard and to play, to play hard and all that sort of thing. You need your health, and if you don't have it, it's going to be very difficult to achieve things in your life. So I'd like to share with you some of my story today, and hopefully it may help some people out there that may be struggling, and just going about their day to day lives, thinking they can do and eat and drink and all that whatever they want forever, and they'll everything be good, like I did. Well, that wasn't the case for me, and I'm not proud of the way I've really been treating my temple for at least the last 10 years. I've been working in some stressful jobs that, where you're eating at odd times and working long hours, and, so you're not eating regularly, and then with stress, I got in, drinking alcohol and all that kind of stuff. I wouldn't consider myself an alcoholic, but I've drank my fair share over the years, and leaving the stressful job that I did a couple months ago, I cut back on a lot of that. But I mean, after 10 years of going hard, I mean, it caught up with me, and being 50 now especially, it was too little too late. So I got a real wake up call a couple of weeks ago, and I ended up going to the doctor, and now my blood pressure was off the charts. So now I've got blood pressure lowering meds, and it's come down a little bit over the last while, the cholesterol and all that. But never really liked to have to take medication for those things. But I treated my body so poorly that it was necessary. And I just, I thought, what, I can go on and go on. I'll get to it. I was always pretty healthy all through my life, but yeah, it catches up with you when you don't treat yourself well. So I did visit the doctor, and it was a new doctor. I hadn't seen one. That was the other thing. I hadn't been to one for probably 7 or 8 years, and that was another one, is visiting regularly to the doctor. This doctor was new to me. The old one I had one that retired, and then I had a good one for a couple of years, and then I moved away. So I never got into going to one because I didn't really feel sick, and because of that, if we'd caught this much earlier, but the doctor put me through a bunch of tests, and now I have to go on some meds and that. And he says, maybe one day you'll be able to get off it again, but you gotta totally switch your lifestyle. So you gotta get rid of all the bad foods and the snacks and the beer, and so and a lot of it's in moderation. I'm not saying that everybody has to stop, eating or drinking things that they like, but it was just everything in moderation, right? So I overdid it. I was 300 pounds when I went to the doctor, and so I gotta lose 100 pounds, and I've lost 10 of it already. It's been about the last week and a half. I my when I worked for Tony Robbins back in the 90s, my wife and I, we went on the fit. He believed in the Fit for Life program, which involved a lot of water based foods like vegetables, fruits in the morning, and the combining of not having proteins and carbohydrates together, so that steak and potato was out, right? So that's something that we did back then, and maintained a real healthy lifestyle. And I got away from that for a long time, and now I'm back doing it. It's a diet. I'll post it in the description below if anybody who's interested. But it's a diet. It's not the diet. It's just something that I know that worked for me before, so I'm on it again. And cut the alcohol, cut down coffee, right? And if one is at a time going to have like a steak, have vegetables with it, right? And forget about the potato, right? If you're gonna have a potato, have the vegetables with the potato. That's kind of how it works. So not going to go too much into that. If anybody wants to know, I'll put the link below, and if you have questions, you can ask them. I'm not a dietitian, but anyways, it was a real eye opener, and so now I've lost 10 pounds now. You know, I need to get back down to 200, and I know I'll feel much better. I'll have a lot more energy to put into my, into everything, my life, my work, all that. I know I'll feel much better, and I got a lot of clothes waiting for me that will fit me again. So I'm gonna document my journey, every week or so. If anybody's interested, you want to see how things are going, I'll post it on here. If there's any questions, please put it in the comments below, or message me if you have any questions. I just want to be an inspiration, hopefully, to maybe anybody out there who thinks they're indestructible, and they can do whatever they want, and things will be just fine. Well, eventually it can catch up with you, and I'm just a living proof of it. So it's please, everything in moderation. When you know it's bad for you, just only do it once in a while, or have a cheat day or whatever. But exercise too, yes, of course. I had been starting to exercise a little more, and I'm still doing that, so that's going to be a big help as well. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'm Rodney Dean. God bless, and we'll catch you later.